we've literally never talked about what cheating is to us.
What are the green flags?
What are the green flags? Okay.
You know, everything's about balance, so.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, reach out to my agent.
There we go. Aesthetics. I wanted to talk to you about the green flags that you should be looking for in your relationship. I cannot go into this topic without bringing my fiance on with me. We've been in a relationship for 6 years, so it's a conversation we should both have with you and talk about some of the green flags in our relationship or that we try to foster in our relationships. Let me put it on to him because he's been sitting off in the corner. You wanna say hi to the people? The people.
Hello, people. How are you today?
People. We have been in a relationship for almost 6 years now, and we're actually getting married at the end of this year. So we made it to, we're making it. We've learned a thing or two when it comes to like relationship, how to handle relationship. I mean, we're still learning. I don't think any relationship is perfect, and we are constantly learning, but I feel like we've gone to a good point where we can kind of be like, yeah, I can kind of give advice to someone else who is either looking to be in a relationship or currently in one, right? First thing first, you have to have the right mindset, right?
True.
True, thank you. Especially if you're single and you're scared, oh my God, I'm scared of being alone, I'm scared of ever finding the right partner.
I definitely, I guess like most people had a fear or in the back of your mind's like, oh, what if I end up by myself or whatever? But I think what helped me get over it was if you can't enjoy being by yourself, then no one's gonna enjoy being with you. So
there you go.
Learn how to enjoy being by myself, and you know that kind of also played into my confidence and just knowing that, oh, if I think I'm a fun person or a good person or the kind of person that I want to be with is someone who also likes me. So
right. That's the first thing. The right mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you never even get to step 2, which is relationship and having green flags in the relationship in the first place, or at least you won't get to a healthy version of relationship, which is what we're going to be talking about.
What are the green flags?
What are the green flags? Okay.
Green flags are good things about your partner
Yes.
that give you confidence in the relationship.
Correct. The healthy things, the happy things, the things that you look at in your relationship and you're like, wow, I think I'm in a good relationship because I see so many green flags. That's what we're talking about here. That's exactly what it is. Like, I just couldn't get that.
That's what Maria wrote here. I think it makes sense. I guess the way I see a green flag means like a sign to keep going.
Yeah.
Or that it's
we have communication, we have trust, we have mutual intimacy. Those at the surface of everything we know are the solid green flags you should have. But we're going to be talking about other things in your relationship that might be green flags to really look out for or to check that are happening in your relationship. These are things that I don't talk about as often, but here are some that come to mind. One that I think I'm gonna go into, number one that I have written here, is growth mindset. Like being with someone who has the same or at least similar growth mindset to you, like that is a very positive green flag right there. They're willing to learn, they're willing to grow with you. Growing not just like in a partnership, but as an individual themselves.
Okay, one green flag for me that I noticed in our relationship was the fact that I just liked to be around you. Like just being around you made me feel a sense of calm and peace. So, you know, I thought it was a good sign that just like doing nothing with each other and just hanging out felt good and like calming.
That's another green sign. That's another green flag right there. For sure. Yeah. And I think that was very true for me. When I met you, I was like, it was a very calming presence. Like, it was like, whoa. And, you know, that feeling where it's like, the world is like quiet. I was like, whoa, okay, cool. That was a big green flag for me. And then what would we call that? Like,
peace.
Yeah. Peacefulness. Or peace of mind.
Peace of mind. Yeah.
Peace of mind would be, I guess,
peace of mind.
Really that one.
It's that feeling that you're comfortable, that you can be yourself, and you know that you just feel good. You just you feel at peace.
I agree.
You know? That's definitely a green flag.
And I think that actually goes into like shared values and interests. I think that goes into that because even when we were together and we would talk about things in life in general, we had a lot of the same point of view or the same mindset when it comes to things. And I know there's some couples out there who are like, I don't talk about politics. You need to talk about politics. Like, that is a major thing that if you're ignoring is a red flag in you. You need to talk about politics just like you talk about religion, just like if you really see yourself going into like be married later, do you want kids? Do you like, that's a big one. Like how you spend money. Like, do you see growing up together to be the same type of like ideal? Like what are your ideals? Like, are they similar? Because even when we did talk, it was like, yeah, I mean, we agree on a lot of things. That's why we, on top of getting along, we can like have a conversation about a lot of things and be like, yeah, that's ridiculous, or yeah, that's funny, or you know, stuff like that.
Politics or religion, it's
Sorry,
good to
my stuff is going off here.
it's a rookie mistake. It is what
Okay, it is what it is.
Yeah, we both obviously we're not identical in everything, but
No,
there are
we are
certain
not.
core values that we both appreciate, like being a good person and trying to be
Back to others.
kind to people and try to understand people's perspectives and try not to be too judgmental about people you don't know.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Being open-minded or that we have our differences, but we're willing to learn more about each other or why we do certain things certain ways, or
Yeah.
trying new experiences. So I think that's definitely
I think it's a really key one, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's like if you don't have the same values and interests, your foundation might be rocky. You know what I mean? Like that is a core foundational or foundation building aspect of any relationship. Friendship, partnership, whatever. Having similar values and interests with the kind of friends that you have will have you in a better place, in the long run than if you like got together because you hated something together. Like having similar will get you further along.
both like to be clean. Maybe sometimes we get a little lazy or
Yeah, that's just
or whatnot, but we both appreciate it, so we
Yeah.
try to keep our apartment clean and organized. So I
Yeah.
think that definitely
yeah.
helps.
Yeah, like even the fact that when we were having issues with cleaning, it was like, listen, can we get someone to help us to clean? Like maybe we get someone to help us deep clean once or twice a month maximum, and we keep it clean for the rest of the time. So we came to that agreement, even when it came to things that like we were having issues with, because we had that foundation of like, we had a similar interest, similar values. Like if I can't do it by myself, I will ask someone else to help me. Whereas, if you have the ideal of like, if I can't do something, I'll ask someone to help me and your partner does it, it might be hard to come to an agreement. Yeah, sense of humor.
Sense of humor, that's very important.
Sense of humor.
I guess that is
that
sense
number
of
4?
humor a value?
1, 2,
How-
3, 4,
what is
that's
that?
4.
Is that a category or
I guess that is a value, or like it's an interest.
I don't know.
It is a value. Sense of humor
But
is a
yeah,
value. I was
sense of
gonna
humor
add
is
this in the
very
value
important.
one, but yeah, okay.
That's actually one of the most important things.
Okay. I love that you're like, now this is actually.
Well, no, it's not the most, but yeah, it's up there,
Yeah.
on the top, because a lot of, I mean, at least for me, I guess I'm a kind of like a silly person. I try to be funny, and if you didn't appreciate that, that would be a
Yeah.
problem. And
Yeah.
also, I think you're funny.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Like surprisingly, I didn't think you were gonna be that as funny as you are, or I guess.
Yeah,
But you are
inconspicuous.
very funny, and
Well, thanks.
make some good jokes here and there, and
Here and there.
but yeah,
I'll take it, I'll take it.
we both appreciate similar humor.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Or at least, even if you don't have the same sense of humor, you appreciate a
Yeah.
certain type of humor.
We like a lot of the same shows,
Oh yeah,
Like,
for
especially
sure.
comedy
New
shows.
Girl,
like Parks and Rec.
Abbott Elementary, The Office.
Yeah,
So yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm just saying there are certain things that like we're not every single thing are we 100% on the same page about. It's
Schitt's
just for the
Creek.
most part. Schitt's Creek is so good, too good, too good.
and yeah, sense of humor is important. If life was a movie, what kind of movie it would be? And I think it would be a comedy.
I asked you that.
I think we were talking about that one time.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, I think laughter
That's true.
is very important.
Yeah, mine would be a rom-com. So I guess comedy there too.
Rom-com. Oh yeah, a rom-com.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds
I would
good.
be a rom-com for me. No doubt about it. Rom-com, or maybe even like a drama comedy, but like definitely comedy. Have to have like moments of laughter in there, you know? Honestly, your growth in doing videos with me has come a long way.
Yeah, I try to be less nervous. You know, like hold my hands together. Like,
Oh,
just keep it down here. Keep the movement. Try not to move my knees and talk too much. I start like swerving and whatever.
I swear too. I always do that. Like you hear my chair creaking and stuff in videos. Like I literally jump on my chair. Like it's a conversation. Like we're just having a talk with the peeps. It may seem very counterintuitive, but having your independence in a relationship, it is another major green flag.
Yeah.
Like you have your own hobbies, you have your own interests,
okay, yeah.
you know, like you go to soccer once a week. I don't know those people. I mean, I know like one or two of them, but I don't know those people. You don't even know those people, but it is your thing that you do by yourself. I don't have a lot of hobbies or interests outside of editing videos, but that's something I do for myself. I love to edit, I love to record, I love to take photos and, you know, go on little photo shoot days, and that's what I do for me.
Yeah, I mean, the whole like happiness to be reliant on the other person. You know?
Yeah.
You want to be able to You want to be able to be able to be able.
You want to be able to.
Well, you want to be able to, you know, make yourself happy and do things that are fulfilling in your own way, you know, without relying on the other person. Mm-hmm. And also, you know, it's nice to give each other space to, you know, for introspection and, you know, look into your own self and your relationship with yourself.
Right, that's true. That's good. Good one.
Yeah.
And I think, like, honestly though, independence comes with trust, right? If I trust that what he says he's doing, I feel also liberated to be able to be myself more. And I think if you don't have a good relationship, you don't trust your partner, more than likely you might want to be like, on top of your partner, like, I gotta see what it's doing or what they're doing and see where they're going and who they're talking to. And you don't have that sense of independence in yourself because you don't even have trust. Yeah. So I think trust is like the core value to have first, because your independence will come from that. Like, I know if he travels with his friends on a bachelor weekend, he is being a good partner to me. Just like if I went away for the weekend, I am being a good partner to him. And also, again, comes with trust, comes with communication. We've had talks and conversations about what is acceptable, what are the boundaries in our relationship, what can you do that's considered cheating and what's not considered cheating. Like, those are things that we talked about. And you know, it doesn't have to be this deep conversation where you sit down and you're like, we have to talk about what trust means to us. Literally, we could be watching a movie and I'll be like, whoa, yeah, that guy just cheated. At least that's what cheating is to me. And it's like, wait a minute. We've literally never talked about what cheating is to us. And I literally remember, I think it was like that for me personally. We started watching a movie and I was like, whoa, we've never discussed this. What is trust in a relationship to you? Because this to me is cheating. What is cheating for you? You know?
It ties in with the peace of mind. Like, you know, it's out of your control. You just have to trust that person, and it is what it is. You either trust them or not.
Yeah.
And you know, and trust means that when they're away doing other things, you're not worried, and
right.
You trust that, you know, they would do. I guess the way I see it is that I wouldn't do anything that I wouldn't want you to do.
Correct.
So I'll do anything that I'm okay with if you would do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
So.
And I think that was number 5 or 4. I don't know, whatever. But that was independence. The next one we're going to talk about, and all of these are very important. It's like he's saying, another really important one, another really tough one, compromise. Compromise is so vital.
Everything is the most important.
Everything is the most important because they are green flags. Like, if you are able to come to a compromise with your partner about big things, about little things, your mindset is in the similar place that we talked about.
Yeah, exactly. So no one is like no one's perfect. Everyone has differences. We're gonna have differences, and if we didn't, and it would be kind of boring, you know. We
Right.
wouldn't. There's nothing we bring to
the
each
table.
other to the table. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's nice to have a different perspective.
And I'm not talking bring to the table like the statements.
But yeah, we've had to compromise on a lot of things. But you know, the fact that we're able to compromise, I think, is what makes it work. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're technically vegetarian,
Yeah.
but now you're pescatarian. Now you eat fish because of meat, but also
You eat
I
less meat
eat
now
less
because of
meat.
me.
Yeah, we don't really buy meat to cook at home. We usually only have meat if we're at a restaurant or
Right.
ordering out or something like that.
Correct.
And it works, you know. Well, actually, no.
You
We bought some
meat.
burgers.
You bought some
And-
meat.
Chicken, but it's very
like,
rare.
rare,
Every once in a
right.
while,
Like
I'll
every
make
once
some
in a while.
burgers and I'll make veggie burgers. For
And
you.
as you should, like it shouldn't be. It's not compromise if we only eat vegetarian in the house.
Yeah.
Like that's not the compromise. It was a very limited restriction of places that we could go to. I was traveling to go see him in Italy. I literally could not eat anything there if I didn't go pescatarian in the first place. So it was almost kind of like necessity, but also just like I needed to kind of loosen up that metric that I had that I just kind of made up for myself. Just so we can enjoy different things together and travel together and be able to enjoy the cuisine and the culture there. I still don't want to eat meat. I just don't really have that like vibe. Like it's just not me. Maybe I'll change my mind in 10 years. I'm over it. But, and also I wasn't getting enough protein anyway. So, you know, I needed to eat more protein. But that is compromise. When you see where someone else is coming from and their perspective, you're willing to say, okay, well, I didn't see it like that. And now that I do, what are the next steps? Like, how can we move forward in this relationship?
Just like you said, being able to see it through your perspective. Like I know you grew up in Nigeria and where you used to eat meat, but it was because you saw how the animals were treated and they were treated nicely and
Oh
they
yeah,
had a
Nigeria.
good had a good life or whatever. And
Yeah.
it's not like here or well, I mean, not everything here, but a lot of it is factory farming. And, you know, which is when you see it, it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's part of the reason why I try to, you know, buy stuff that, you know, it's done, you
Well.
know, with less cruelty or,
Right.
you know, I lower my meat intake so I don't have to eat, you know, meat every day or every single meal, you know. You know,
Yeah. Compromise.
compromise and, you know, everything's about balance. So,
Yeah.
you know.
So what is next for us? Personally, we're engaged. Like I said, we've been engaged since 2020. So we've been
Yeah,
engaged
we're
for 3
engaged.
years.
Wow.
We've been engaged for a long time. We've been engaged for 3 years. But again, we have similar values and interests like we talked about. So we're not going to be
Yeah.
pressured by people to get married within a year of being engaged.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to do that. And you don't have to do that either. So we didn't do that. We decided to take our time. You know, we're still in this relationship anyway. We're still growing together as a couple. This is what it is. So yeah, we've been taking our time, but we've been engaged for 3 years now.
Yeah.
We're gonna get married at the end of this year. So if you want me to do a video on wedding planning, budgeting, and everything that comes with that, let me know. We will sit down again together and talk about that process. Remember, it's important to be with someone who makes you feel happy, loved, and supported. That's what this whole video is about. That's what green flags are about in the first place. I love them. But yeah, that's what green flags are about in the first place. That's why we had this whole conversation. We did it. We did it.
Yay. I hope,
Anyway, yeah. You hope what? Tell the people.
I hope I spoke at a good volume and all this and that, and we got some good content and footage.
Yes, I think I got some good content and footage.
And,
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, reach out to my agent.
You always talk about an agent this and agent that.